Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Stitch back again with another GBB25 Wildcard reaction video, and today we got two wildcards. We have a tag team wildcard from Civilians, and we have a solo wildcard from Given. This is my first time hearing of the tag team Civilians. I know one of the members, Deity, he was in GBB under 18, and that's how I actually found out about this wildcard. He posted a 10-second teaser on his Instagram story, and may I say, it was a really good teaser. Those 10 seconds were really good, and it made me feel like watching this wildcard to see what it was all about. So yeah, hopefully this wildcard is at least good or decent, because I really liked the 10 seconds that Deity teased on his Instagram story, and it would be a shame if those 10 seconds were the only good part about this wildcard. So yeah, I'm expecting to hear some good ideas, some interesting ideas, and yeah, let's get into it. Join!
Hello, this is Civilians.
And this is our tag team wildcard for GBB 2025 World League.
What is with the weird intros for wildcards these days? All the young beatboxers, like I'm young, I'm 24 years old, gonna be 25 this year. But you super young beatboxers, y'all be giving like these weird ass intros with POVs from your belly button. Why? I mean, it's not a problem. Man, screw it. I'm just gonna watch the video.
I can't decide it. I know all things provided. I couldn't hide it. I know there's just too much in my head. Too much in my head. Too much in my
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Cost me to have it. Stopped, she knew I was.
What is that sound?
Find it somewhere. Can't find I'm not my
Ooh, okay. Ah, yeah, okay.
Cost me to have it. Stopped and she knew I'll find it somewhere. Can't find I'm not my. I can't decide it. I know all things provided. I couldn't hide it. I know there's just too much in my head.
Honestly, the time went by really fast. Didn't feel like 2 minutes. Okay, so let me figure out. Let me subscribe real quick. And this is Deity and Izen. Okay, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Izen. They have some really cool ideas here. I think my favorite one is this one. Ooh, yay. That is disgusting. And when I say disgusting, I mean it in a good way. That one is. I also like this tech that Izen is doing. I really like it. I don't know what it is. I can't really tell completely because the audio is a tiny bit muffled, so I can't tell exactly what he's doing, but I like what he's doing. I like how it sounds. Hear it. I really like that one. Also, in this part, they have this really weird roll sound.
Cost me to have it. Stop
that. I have no idea what the hell that is.
Me to have it. Stop, she knew I was.
I have no idea what that is. Now, here comes the tough part. I admit that they have some really cool ideas, some cool sounds in there. And a lot of the stuff they're doing, like the syncope, sound really complex. So props to them, big up to them. However, I feel they need some help in two departments. So the first thing they need help with is pacing. Honestly, there's a lot going on, and that's not a bad thing. It's okay if you show a lot because it's a competition. You want to show that you really deserve to be in the competition. But then there's also a limit in terms of how you want to put it all together, because if you're showing a lot in every section, you're not giving the audience, the judge, the viewer time to breathe and process everything, right? As cool as your ideas are, sometimes I think you need to learn how to chill. Because yeah, you might be showing a lot, but sometimes you might be showing too much. And that's why I feel in sets, especially for like really technical aspects like this, sometimes you just need to take 10, 15 seconds, just double down and relax. Just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean you're getting a lot done. I'm going to repeat that. Just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean you're getting a lot done. So sometimes I feel these guys need to chill a bit, and that brings me to the second department. Layering. Okay, just listen to this part.
Cost me to have it. Stopped in, she knew I'll find it somewhere.
Okay, so in this drop, it technically has two parts. So the first part, Deity does the inward bass, and Izen does like some crazy combo on the side. And then in the second part, Izen does a bunch of drums, and Deity is trying to sing the lyrics of the song. This is what I mean by layering, and what I mean by sometimes you need to chill a bit. Not just so that people would have time to process what you did, but more so for you to be able to elevate your track. Listen to it one more time.
Have it. Stopped in, she knew I'll find it some.
I don't know about you guys, but that feels weird, and I'll tell you why. Because in the first half of the drop, you have this inward bass and you have a lot of high sounds. So the whole room is covered, okay? They are touching every frequency, or almost every frequency, right? And then in the second part, Deity is singing the lyrics and Izen is just doing drums, and guess what? All the low frequencies are just not there anymore. Why is that weird? Because the first half of the beat is so full, it feels very complete, and the second half feels like it's incomplete. So layering is very important, and learning how to chill is very important, because in the first half, they show some really cool techniques.
Have it.
Cool techniques, right? They can chill in the second half. Instead of Izen going crazy with the drums, he could have just done simple, right? And with a melody in the background, like a bassline melody in the background, to complement the singing of Deity, and then it will feel more complete. But yes, that's all I can say for this wildcard. I like the ideas that they have. They have some interesting ideas. However, yeah, civilians, you guys need to chill a little bit more and take more time with the layers. But yeah, let's head on to Given. Okay, Given from Indonesia. I've heard some of his GBB wildcards before. Usually he ends up like top 30, top 50, you know. So he's scratching the surface, you know. So let's see what he has prepared this year. Join!
Yo, Given tomoshimasu. Konkai wa GBB Wildcard 2025 World League Solo Category. Tanoshinde kudasai.
We got an old school feeling here, which is nice.
Serenity. The eternal of serenity.
What the hell? Ooh, okay.
The eternal of serenity.
Got some pause snare control there.
Eternal.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Serenity. Eternal. Serenity. Eternal. Serenity.
Very old school build up here.
The eternal serenity.
Okay.
This is serenity. Serenity. Serenity.
Okay, really interesting wildcard. Here's what I would say. In terms of flow, this is probably his best wildcard. In terms of flow, like in terms of how everything is placed, how everything is moving throughout the set, I think this is probably his best. He has a really cool pause snare combo here, which is like multiple pause snares and a roll, which sounds really cool, and he executed it very well, by the way.
The eternal serenity.
Now, this is a really cool drop. Like the pause snare with the rolls is really clean, but he has the same problem, in my opinion, he has the same problem as the RTAB GBB25 Wildcard, where like RTAB was like showing these really cool arpeggios, like double voice and zipper, and that's all he was showing. It's the same thing with Given. He has this really cool pause snare combo with the rolls and all that. It sounds really cool, and he's executing it really clean. But now we have 35 seconds left on the clock. It's the final drop, and he does this. So the highlight of the final drop is the same thing as the first drop. It's okay if he wants to reuse it, but don't make it the highlight. It would have been cool if the pause snare combo was not the hero of the drop. Maybe it becomes like a filler or something, and then there's a new combo, a new technique, a new sound that he wants to showcase here. But now it's the same combo, right? Let me listen to the beginning. Yeah, it's very similar. So like, it's a shame because I know Given has a lot of combos, but the highlight of the first drop is the same highlight as the third drop. You know, and like we're at the end, show us something else. And I know Given has like more stuff, but he's showcasing the same thing that's slightly different. He could have shown more, but he chose to show the same thing. He has a really cool filler in the final drop.
Serenity.
I don't know what he's doing. I cannot do it. I don't know what he's doing, but that sounds really cool. But that's like a filler. You know, it's like, it's not the main thing about the drop. And that's my problem. The main thing about the third drop is the same thing that's highlighting the first drop. You know, like it's the same thing. Like show us more. You know, like he has so much stuff, but he's showing the same thing, and that's a problem here, in my opinion. Now, before I talk about the second problem in this track, I am gonna ask you guys for your opinion on something. This is like a small problem. It's a subjective problem. Some of you will think this is a big problem, and some of you don't give a shit at all. And if you don't give a shit at all, it's perfectly fine. It's your opinion. This is like a subjective matter. And here's the question for you guys, okay? If you were a judge for GBB or any competition, and somebody makes a wildcard or a battle round, and they write lyrics, but the lyrics either make no sense or are grammatically incorrect, would you minus points? Because the title of this track that Given made is The Eternal of Serenity. For those of you who don't know, serenity means a feeling of peace, a feeling of being calm. If he says the eternal serenity, then it makes sense because it means the eternal feeling of peace. But because he said the eternal of serenity, he's saying the eternal of feeling of peace. Makes no sense. Serenity also has another meaning. Serenity is like a position of power back in the day. So like king, emperor, right? But it makes sense to say the eternal serenity. You wouldn't say the eternal of king. You would say the eternal king. You wouldn't say the eternal of emperor. You would say the eternal emperor. So it doesn't matter which meaning of serenity he's using. It still sounds weird and is grammatically incorrect. Secondly, you remember I told you that serenity means a feeling of calm, a feeling of peace. And he does this.
This is Serenity.
It's so funny. Like, if you actually take lyrics into account, it's so funny because what part of that sounds peaceful and calm? Right? So, like, if you think about it, how you write your lyrics actually plays an important role in the structure of your track and in terms of what drop you choose to put in your track, what kind of drop you choose to put in your track. When he says this is Serenity and then he does something that doesn't sound peaceful or calm, it's like, oh, okay, this makes no sense though. But yeah, guys, tell me your opinions about how you would approach scoring lyrics like this if you were a judge. But yeah, ongoing with the wildcard, this is a problem that civilians had as well. The layering. I feel like Given has some cool techniques here. However, if you listen to this drop,
The eternal of Serenity.
it feels very incomplete, a little empty because the bass frequencies is not there. He has a lot of highs, but the low frequencies are not covered. And this is a problem throughout the entire wildcard, even his build-ups. It's okay. Like when I noticed it in the beginning, I was like, it's okay, it's just the intro. It's okay if it's more empty. But as the wildcard goes, it needs to be more full. And even in the end, when he adds the snore bass, you see everything after the snore bass feels like very like incomplete. He's not putting any lows anywhere.
Serenity.
See, that he did could have easily been a, and that would have tied everything together.
Serenity.
See, it's missing the bass lines, it's missing the frequency, and that's why the beat feels incomplete, which is so sad because he has a really cool pause snare technique here in the first drop, and it's not being highlighted as much as it should be because the beat is incomplete. But yeah, like I said, in terms of all his wildcards, this is the best one when it comes to like the structure and flow of everything. I think this is the best one he has made for flow and structure. But I definitely feel he can work on those areas that I just talked about, because if he did, he would stand a higher chance of winning a wildcard. But yeah, that's all for this video. Tell me what you guys think about Civilian's tag team wildcard. Tell me what you guys think about Given's tag team wildcard. What do you think about the thought I told you guys about, you know, like how you would judge like lyrics that don't make sense or are grammatically incorrect? How would you judge it? Put it in the comments and tell me what GBB wildcard I should react to next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Feels like nothing.